House Bill 36 is, dare I say, a simple bill. It's something that the state already does. The public universities do it. The public school system does it. And we're extending it to the municipalities, the counties, and contractors that do business with the state. And it requires them to use the federal E-Verify system in new hires. If they do any contracting with a public entity, they must use and certify that they use the E-Verify system for any new hires that they have. The bill has been vetted through several stakeholder meetings, and everyone that I'm aware of is happy with the results at this point.
Good morning, I'm Ron Woodard, Director of North Carolina Listen. We support House Bill 36. With our state employment rate over 90%, we need to make sure jobs go to legal residents, not illegal immigrants who are in our state in violation of the law. We probably should call Bill H-36 a job bill for citizens. The unemployed who are low skilled have the highest unemployment rate of all the unemployed. Yet we have over 230,000 illegal immigrants taking jobs that belong to citizens. Our state has already borrowed over $2 billion from the federal government to pay unemployment insurance claims. Why would we want to make sure that new jobs go to people legally here? E-Verify is a federal online system put in place specifically to help employers confirm that their newly hired employees are eligible to work in the United States by verifying their information through databases of the Department of Homeland Security and the Social Security Administration. Over 240,000 employers nationwide use E-Verify. E-Verify is an efficient and reliable system. And as already has been mentioned, the state of North Carolina is already using E-Verify to make sure that it only hires legal residents should other workers get the same protections. A North Carolina Civitas statewide poll asked voters in North Carolina if they would support requiring employers to verify the legal status of anyone they hire, and 91% said yes. Companies who hire illegal workers don't want to use E-Verify because they know E-Verify works and it takes away their excuses. The North Carolina General Assembly should make sure that anyone bidding on or winning state and local government contracts should only hire legal residents. Why should our tax dollars go to companies who would then hire illegals? H-36 is long overdue and it's a common sense solution, and I urge you to vote in favor of H-36 to protect jobs for legal residents and citizens. Thank you very much.
My name is Irene Godinez. I'm a lobbyist with the Latin American Coalition based in Charlotte. And our organization opposes House Bill 36, E-Verify. We believe that this system is extremely flawed. There's been a growing number of demand for E-Verify, and with that comes a lot more errors that affect primarily U.S. citizens and American workers. I'd like to share a couple bits of information on the E-Verify system. There was a report that was issued by the federal government that stated the fact that E-Verify not only is producing all of these errors with businesses and states that are now using E-Verify mandatorily, such as South Carolina, Arizona, but it's also producing errors with the Social Security Administration, which is one of the organizations that requires the use of E-Verify, and even their employees are coming back flagged. The way that the system works is that someone's name is entered and then it's run against the Social Security Administration and against the Department of Homeland Security. And a lot of times people who have gone through the process of becoming naturalized will be flagged as someone who may not be eligible to work, when in fact it's just that the records haven't matched up. And so U.S. workers are primarily affected by this, whether they're residents or whether they're citizens. They're affected by this erroneous system. And the GAO report indicated that E-Verify system suffered 2 extended outages between June and September of 2009. Indicating that E-Verify is sometimes unable to handle the volume of existing queries. And so if we add more by the state of North Carolina, if you pass this, it's going to produce even more errors. I'll be happy to take any questions. I'll be here.
Thank you very much.
I'm not sure what report the young lady was speaking of, but the system cannot be used until an individual is hired. After they're hired, they fill out an I-9 form is what it's called. That information is then inputted into the computer to the Social Security and the Homeland Security databases, and machinery does the work of matching it up. In December 2010, GAO reported about a 97.4 accuracy in return. If there's a problem, the individual has 8 days to bring forth whatever information is needed to solve the problem. And in the study, I didn't highlight this, if I remember rightly, in the study, it was about 8% that were flagged in total, and only 4% of the 8% bothered taking the time to correct it, which meant, in my mind, the other 4% were using someone else's Social Security number or some other problem. So the system works. The state's been using it for several years, and it needs to be broadened. As the individual in the back said, this is a jobs bill for North Carolina citizens.